So we have stepped into 75 years of celebration of our independence. But from a heart, do we really feel independent? For a human being, what does independence mean? It is being free and not controlled by anyone else. Let me ask the ladies there, how many of you feel that you can go and purchase any item without asking from someone else? I hardly see few hands. Yes, quite a few, but the really answer is no. This is why I am here talking about financial independence of a woman and why it is so important. For a woman, whole of their life, they have been trained and taught to become an ideal mother, an ideal female, an ideal housewife or ideal lady, but they have not been given their opinion. They are not supposed to have their own voice. They are not supposed to have their opinion to speak in front of people that what they want, what they don't want. And this is why it is so important to realize that financial independence of a woman plays such an important role in the society. There are a good number of females who are getting exploited in domestic violence. They are facing challenges in mental, physical and sexual abuse, and yet they don't want to talk about it. And they choose to stay with that situation. Yes, you heard it right. They choose to stay with that situation because they know, what would I do if I go out of this situation? Where would I go? What would I do? Who will take care of me? So this is the ideology that needs to be changed. And there is a need to encourage them to step out of those situations. Now think about the fact of having an income. If that lady would have an income in her hand, she would have lots of courage to step out of that situation and face the world. But it's not the reality for most of the women. And you know why? Because they are not getting courage from their self, because nobody had supported them, guided them in such a way. Now, why I am talking about these things? It was me. From 2011 to 2022, it was not easy for me also to transform myself from a simple girl to a bold professional lady. But yes, I took that courage and did for myself. And why it happened to me? Because of the 3 important incidents in my life that I would like to share. In 2006, there was a beautiful incident of my sister getting married. The marriage was successfully done, and post that, I got an opportunity to saw my father's passbook. And that was the ouch moment for me, when I saw he is left with just 800 rupees in his account. And I realized, are we broke? And I took a decision that I'll be independent, I'll go and do something to earn, I will be financially independent and support my parents, so that will not be no more broke. From that day, I started looking for a job. Within a month, I grabbed a job. The first income I received was of 3,500 rupees only. But still, I didn't look back. And this was the incident which realized me why so it is important to be a financially strong person. And few years later, when I was married, there was a second incident in my life when my first daughter came into our life. And we were excited, we were happy. And parents over there will definitely relate with me. When we go to supermarket to buy something, we become so excited and wanted to grab the best possible thing available for our kids. And same goes with me also. I went to market, I used to look around the things. But what happens after looking at the things and the best thing that I picked, I used to check the price tag. And after looking the price tag, I used to judge, is it required, it's not required, let me see, and that hurts me from inside. I'm not capable enough to buy the best thing for my daughter. So that was another turn which gave me a realization that yes, again there is a need to be financially very strong. And the third incident that I would like to talk about is the arrival of my second daughter. On her arrival, after a year, as we celebrate first birthday, my eldest daughter's birthday was very grand. And for the second one, the celebration was not so grand. And I was convinced that it is not required to have a grand celebration every time. It shook me. No, it is required for my child. It is required for both the daughters. I want to give them equality. But I didn't have courage muscles that time to speak in front of people and say, no, I want the party. And I realized if I would have been financially independent that time, I have not asked to anyone. I have thrown a party in a grand place. So these things emotionally connect me with financial independence of a woman. And from there onwards, I started working for it, and I formulated a framework which not even helped me, rather helped many women to become financially independent. I'm into a job, and along with my job, I am helping women to get out of their mediocre mindset. So from there, when I started my journey to transform myself, it was not very easy. I was going through stress because I have to manage many things on my plate. I was going through guilt because I have to leave my daughters at home and go out. And I was comparing myself at what happens when I was a kid. My mother was not leaving me alone at home, but I'm doing it for my daughters. Am I doing justice or not? These realizations was always there. And because of all this low self-image and fear, I struggled for almost more than 10 years. But I'm confident enough now to come up with how I did this. And I want to share with all of you. So I called my framework as Vivid Framework for Financial Independence. And what it is? V is for vision. Have a successful vision, powerful vision for yourself. Every female should have a vision for their success. Create your vision board. Write a list of your long-term goals which keep you motivated and stay active. Also, having a vision is important to keep you walking in the way of life and facing every challenge. And the second is identification. Identification of your strength as well as weakness. Work on your strength so that you can overcome your weakness. How to do that? You can take a help of mentors and coaches. There are courses. So this way I help them to enable their strength and overcome the weakness. Third important point is value. Have a very strong, powerful financial value. Since finance I'm talking about, it is very important to make a financial value for yourself, financial goal for yourself. Create a budget. Create a saving plan and invest strategically in yourself so that down the line when you look at yourself, you are proud of what you have done, what you have achieved. Next is invest in yourself. Once you know that you have obstacles, once you know your strength and weakness, invest in your learning, invest in your skill which you can upgrade to monetize. This investment will help you to become more powerful and strong person in future. Last is legacy, dynamic legacy. Create a dynamic legacy. What is legacy? Legacy is something which is beyond your financial goals and creating a positive attitude for the coming generation. So think about what do you want to create, work on the steps and make it happen. So through this framework, I am helping many women to come out of their mediocre mindset and become a millionaire. And this is my inspiration which drives me every day, for which I am feeling fulfilled from inside, which is the strength of my life. And for all of us, we know our family plays such an important role. So it does for me as well. Going forward, why? Why do we need financial independence in life? I want to talk about this topic now. So there are 3 aspects of life. First is you will have an empowerment and self-reliance. If a female is independent, financially independent, she would have the essence to handle her expenses without taking consult from any other person. Also, it will create a market value for your position, and also you will have an authority in your place if you are financially independent. Think about a time when you wanted to pursue a hobby, but due to financial challenges, you were not able to do that. If you are independent, if you have a good bank balance now, you can do it right now. And second point that I would like to talk about is creating a second source of income. Having a financial independency, you can be able to create a second source of income. How? Just think about the men. Somehow I feel a little bad about them because they have been taught that growing up, you have to grab a job. You cannot leave idly at home. There is no option for them. They have to go outside and earn. Irrespective of the factor what is happening with their health, with their situation, mental phase, anything, they have to go in for work every time. Then why not women? Just think about a man, how much empowered he will feel if he knows that my wife, my partner is an independent lady, and whatever happens in my life, she is capable enough to handle the situation going forward. She is capable enough to handle my family, capable enough to handle my kids. And in return, how much respect that lady will receive from the husband. Don't you follow with me? And also the last important point is great social impact. We have heard that a man impacts one generation and a woman impacts 2 generations. So if you're financially independent, you will be able to impact both the generations. Nowadays, once a girl is married, she didn't have the opportunity to take care of their parents. But if you have that financial freedom, with this network and this social developed technology, you can definitely transfer amount, send any kind of happiness to their parents. From remote, they can help their parents. So that exactly every woman has to understand and do it in their life. With these 3 beautiful points, I would like to conclude. Don't be only a good girl. Be a bold and courageous girl. Because good girls don't make changes. Bold and courageous girls make difference in society and impact lives. Thank you.